Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I am actually at a different place recording these videos. I am home for the holiday break and I am recording on my PC that I have at home instead of the PC I have at college. And the whole system might seem a little bit different because I have a 4K display here, but I have a little bit worse graphics card and it's a different audio setup because it's a different room and stuff. But otherwise it should mostly be the same. I'll try to keep it as similar as possible, but I just wanted to let you know that I have changed the setup a little bit. Today, though, we are going to be working on first killing this zombie that came out of nowhere, but I wanted to kind of add something into the center of my base right here, so I was thinking maybe I'd put in a large tree that kind of wraps around this hill maybe a little bit and makes its way up there, and not exactly sure how it's going to look yet. I haven't done any like rebuilding on this or testing, but that is the plan right now. Obviously, I'm going to have to wait until day to start building this because I don't want to have creepers attacking me and such. But before I even start building it, I don't really have any oak wood. I can show you how much I have right now. It's not very much. I don't know if I do not have any inventory, but I've been trading a lot with villagers for emeralds. So I have all kinds of emeralds if I ever need to trade anything. They're not in this chest. They're in this one right here, all as blocks of emeralds. But I'll show you how much oak wood I have real quick. I do not have very much, like, at all. And I'm planning on building this tree out of oak wood because I just think it looks the best out of all the wood types to build, like, a large tree. So I'm going to go start collecting oak wood from the nearby forest, and I will be back once I have a decent amount to get started on the tree. And just like that, I have mined a whole bunch of trees and I basically cleared most of this forest. All of these little things are just like patches of the leaves that are left stuck to birch trees, or right here it looks like I might have missed a couple trees. But I got just over a shulker box of wood and I almost died quite a few times. That's actually two creeper holes in one, and that was really close. And then there's a few other creeper holes dotted around this forest. But otherwise, it went really smooth, and I didn't die at all, but I got really close a couple times. But yeah, I got this shulker box of wood, and now that should be plenty to get started on this tree. So I'm going to go back to my base and get started on the roots and maybe some of the trunk. I'm not exactly sure how far I'll go yet. I will see once I have a little bit of progress. I'm back at my base now, and I've just been going through a couple root variations, and I think that I might go with something like this. So there's kind of this circle here in the middle that would be the actual tree part of it, and it would obviously be a little wider right where the roots connect and then go up and become like the actual tree and then branch out again into a canopy at the top. But right now I'm thinking that that circle will be about the size of the tree. It might get a little bit more circular than that. I'm not exactly sure yet. But each of these log paths that go out from the center tree would be like one root. So like this one's just really short and then it would plummet into the ground. This one would kind of go toward the mountain, maybe in right over here. This one would go straight into the mountain right there and then just cut off. Then there'd be maybe a small one right here that just plunges right into this hill and disappears almost instantly. And then one last one that kind of wraps around this hill right here. I really think that that would be a cool root system because it would look pretty natural with it forming around the terrain that's already there, and it could make this tree look really natural, which is something that I haven't ever really built with before because as you can see all of my stuff is very like systematic linear stuff, very what is the word for it, like each piece is basically the same as the last, but it all kind of flows together well, and I really want to add in some natural feeling to this build. So I think a big tree in the middle with this root system would really add to the build overall. I'll see you guys once I have maybe a few of the roots started. I've got a good start on the root system. I've got them all like laid out how I want them. I think they might change a little bit as I go creating the tree more and more, but as you can see I just kind of have a ring in the middle for the actual tree. That's definitely subject to change because I need it to actually look like a tree, not just a pillar of wood. But the roots I think are looking pretty good. They're all like shaped kind of like roots, and I think that I'm going to change them all to the, I don't even remember what they're called, but basically the just oak wood, I guess. Because then this will give them the oak log texture on all the sides instead of having that like log texture poking out of the end of a lot of the things, or just making the whole thing look kind of weird. I might also try to incorporate other stuff like oak planks, but right now this is what I've got started on the tree, and now I'm going to work on making the trunk go higher and form more into that tree structure. I've done quite a bit more work on the tree. I've made the actual tree trunk. I've started it. Right now I know that it looks a lot like just a pillar, and I'm working on that. I gotta like add some more texture into it, and obviously I've added in all the roots so that they're all like the blocks that are all sides wood, and I think that makes them look a lot nicer. So I'm gonna also implement that into the rest of the tree as I fix it up and make it look more tree-like instead of wood pillar-like. But this is where I am right now, and I just finished up my whole shulker box of wood, so I just have to go get more wood, and then I'll keep working on the tree. I've used about another half shulker box on the tree now, and I've fixed up the roots, and they merge a lot better with the tree now. Um, I don't know if you can see that here, because it's nighttime, it's a little dark, but they do merge a lot better with the tree, and I also made the tree a lot taller. Um, I think that this might be where I end this episode because I have put a lot of time into this tree and I want to get a video uploaded. So here is my tree, and I will work on it in later episodes to finish the branching out and the canopy that will go over this whole kind of area and finish fixing up the trunk so that it looks more tree-like. I want to thank y'all for watching, and I will see you next time.